Once upon a time in the grand halls of the Tang Dynasty, where silk flowed like rivers and secrets danced in shadows, a young girl named Wu Zhao was born in the year 624 CE. Born into a respected family, her father was a timber official with status. From a young age, Wu wasn't your typical docile flower. No, this girl had fire in her bones and thunder in her voice. While other girls were learning embroidery, Wu was reading books, studying politics, and eyeing the throne. Though she didn't know it yet. Chapter 1. The Concubine with a Plan. At just 14, Wu Zhao entered the palace of Emperor Taizong as a concubine. But she wasn't even one of the favored ones. She was more like a background character. Yet behind her graceful bows and silent presence, she was watching, learning. She kept close to the political heartbeat of the empire. Even as the emperor aged and her position stayed low, she never lost focus. When Taizong died in 649, all his concubines were expected to become nuns. Yes, even the young and ambitious Wu Zhao. Off she went to a Buddhist convent, shaving her head and waiting in the shadows. But fate? Oh, fate was spinning her name in gold. Chapter 2. The Phoenix Rises Again. Before his death, Taizong's son, Emperor Gaozong, had noticed Wu, and that spark didn't die with his father. Some say that while Wu Zhang was a concubine for Taizong, his son Gaozong had interest in her and has been always trying to get her attention. Gaozong promised Wu that he will get her back in the castle as his concubine. Gaozong's empress at the time was Empress Wang. She saw Zeitan as a way to solve a problem of hers. That problem was Consort Zhao. You see, Gaozong has been giving Consort Zhao a bit too much attention. This wasn't good for Empress Wang. Empress Wang thought that if Wu Zhang becomes a concubine, Emperor Gaozong will give Consort Xiao lesser attention. This plan didn't turn out well at all. A few years after Wu became a nun, Gaozong, now emperor, broke all protocol and brought her back to the palace. Scandal? Oh yes. The court was buzzing. After all, she had been his father's woman. But Gaozong didn't care. He wanted her. And so began Wu Zhao's second act. As soon as she came back, she started edging on Empress Wang and Consort Xiao. Wu Zetian just had a daughter. Emperor Gaozong was so excited to see the daughter. As soon as they saw the daughter, she was sleeping. She wasn't just sleeping. Wu's young daughter was dead. A maid told the emperor that Empress Wang has came and played with the girl before them. Empress Wang was suspected, and Emperor Gaozong replaced her with Wu Zetian. Now Wu Zetian was the empress. Later, Wu Zetian accused Empress Wang and Consort Xiao of doing black magic to kill her. Emperor Gaozong got Empress Wang and Consort Xiao locked away. Later on, Wu Zetian being the smart empress, she got both of them killed. It is speculated that she killed them and threw their bodies in wine and said, "Go and get drunk to your bones." She allegedly said that, quote, "It is not confirmed at all. Some rumors state that Wu Zetian killed her own daughter to get Empress Wang killed, but these are just rumors. Probably are fake, too." Wu Zetian stated that the ghost of Empress Wang and Consort Xiao still haunts her dream. Chapter 3. The Power Behind the Throne. Now Empress, Wu didn't just sit around wearing jewels and drinking tea. No, she wanted control. Gaozong was plagued with illnesses, and Wu stepped in as his de facto co-ruler. She sat in on councils, issued imperial edicts in his name, and made powerful enemies disappear. Ministers feared her. The court whispered of her wrath. When Gaozong died in 683, their son became emperor. But guess who held the real power? That's right. Empress Wu. When Gaozong was alive, she had been rolling from behind a curtain of modesty. She influenced most of Gaozong's decision, and after 680, she was basically ruling while Gaozong was starting to get sick. At first, she ruled through puppet sons. But when they started acting rebellious, she removed them, deposed one, exiled another, and then she made a move no woman in China had ever done. In 690 CE, Wu Zhao declared herself Emperor of China, not Empress Dowager, not Regent, Emperor. She founded her own dynasty, the Zhou Dynasty, breaking the Tang line temporarily. A woman in 7th century China, ruling as emperor. Not from behind a screen, not through her sons, Wu Zetian, the only woman in Chinese history to do it. Chapter 5. The Reign of the Dragon Empress. Her reign was no fluke. She was strategic, ruthless, but effective. She strengthened the imperial examination system, opening government roles to talent over bloodline. She promoted agriculture, reduced corruption by executing corrupt officials with terrifying efficiency, and even encouraged Buddhist art and architecture. People called her cruel. Yes, heads rolled, spies were everywhere. But the empire thrived, and as harsh as she could be, she lifted up scholars, gave women a bit more voice, and kept the empire stable. She ruled with an iron will and velvet tongue, demanding loyalty, offering rewards, and silencing opposition. She even invented her own Chinese characters to assert her uniqueness. Chapter 6. The Sunset of a Storm. Finally, in 705 CE, her ministers forced her to abdicate. She was 81. But she didn't go down screaming. She stepped down with dignity, letting the Tang dynasty resume. But age comes for even the fiercest rulers. In her later years, Wu Zetian grew ill and paranoid. Factions formed. Lovers manipulated her. Her grip began to loosen. Shortly after, on December 16, 705, Wu Zetian died quietly in Luoyang, the capital she had ruled so fiercely. Her tombstone? It was left blank, no name, no achievements, because her life was too big for words. Wu Zetian, the Dragon Empress. Subscribe to know more hidden stories of history.